All right, so he's a family friend. Does our listener open up the drama box by exposing what happened on their little catch-up?
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So we got this message. Hi, Ben and Kelly. I'm 24. Recently, a longtime family friend of my parents came through town for business. Mm-hmm. We made plans to go to dinner to catch up. Afterwards, he wanted to see the new apartment that my parents helped me buy.
Okay.
After talking for a while, Dan, in quotes, began steering the conversation in a strange direction. He's bringing up things like disbelief in monogamy, even though he's been married for 45 years. And before I knew it, he was like putting the moves on. I refused his advances. We awkwardly parted ways.
Oh, my gosh.
In a few weeks, my parents are coming to town to cheer Dan on in a marathon, and they plan to throw him a celebration at my apartment. So I can't decide if I should tell my parents that Dan, a grandfather in his 60s, they've respected for more than 30 years, tried to cheat on his wife with me. I fear that telling my parents will cause more trouble than is worth. It's going to be very uncomfortable to be around Dan, but certainly not traumatic. Should I just let him off the hook, or should I be honest with my parents?
Man. I think immediately I don't have any allegiance to Dan. So I'm like, hey, tell your parents.
You have allegiance to the drama box. That's what you have allegiance to.
Into the show, you know? Like,
okay, tell them and then let us know how that went. No, I don't know. This is really tough because you don't live near him. He's not an active part of your life on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So do we just try to get through the awkward and then he leaves town and then we go back to normal? Or do we open up the drama box and potentially like ruin the relationship that the family has with this guy?
I mean, she's not ruining the relationship.
Well, Dan is.
Yes.
But just the sheer fact of bringing it to light.
All right. Has anybody been in this situation? I'm sure we have listeners who have had an older family friend hit on them. I don't think that's that uncommon that you can maybe share your experience. I know it's not happened to me, like,
or me.
Or me. Right. So, but I'm just assuming that it's not necessarily as uncommon as we think. So maybe you can share your experience and how that all worked out. But yeah, 502-571-9970. That coming up. This group therapy, and I was thinking about this as a parent, and I didn't really think about it as a parent before when I said you need to blow this up, especially when the family friend kind of advanced on you and you're asking, man, do I open up this box of drama by bringing this to light with my parents who they've known for 30 years?
Yeah, the guy's in his 60s and, she's 24. She shut it down. But, most disturbing is he's been married for 45 years. And so she's just worried that, it's just going to kind of wreck a couple of different, relationships if she is honest with her parents about what happened.
Yeah, I want to give you my thoughts on this coming from a dad of two 18-year-olds. And if one of my friends did that here in just a sec. But first, Amy.
This guy was 30 when she was born. He was an adult. He has known her his entire life. Then, if their friends or their parents have been friends for 30 years,
that is an ick factor. That is not even something that we even brought up. Yep. But yes,
I mean, if he's going to do that with someone he has known their entire life, and he was an adult when they were born, it's not like, oh, well, he was 6 years older. He was like 6 when she was born. Like, he was an adult, married when she was born. Mm-hmm. This needs to be brought to light because you don't know who else he has done this to or may do this to.
Yeah, good point, Amy. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I never really put that together. But, yeah, when she says it like that, I 100% now think she needs to say something to her parents.
Yes.
That ick factor, like you mentioned. Yes. No. Not okay.
Yep. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
All right. So what's your thought?
I think she should have a conversation with her parents and explain to them her feelings and how she feels. And if she feels that having a party at her apartment would make her uncomfortable, then she needs to set that boundary, because once you let that happen one time in that situation, you're just going to continue to let things that are uncomfortable to you continue. You're just going to put your feelings aside, and and that's a problem a lot of women have, is they don't want to stir the pot. They don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable.
Right.
But she needs to take care of her feelings and how she feels. And if her parents decide that they're going to side, oh, this is ridiculous, it's no big deal, then she needs to take a deeper look in to see how her parents respect her feelings, which could be open a whole nother box.
Well, Elizabeth, it sounds like you speak from a little bit of experience, and it sounds like you're in a good place now.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. I'm assuming that, but
from experience, and it's something that when you're younger. I'm older now, and when I was younger, I was just told that it's okay. Like, you don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And why?
Yeah.
You have to live with yourself. Other people don't have to live with you.
All right. Thanks, Elizabeth. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Jennifer says on Facebook, I feel sorry for his wife because I'm sure you're not his first, but I'm absolutely would talk to my parents because of what he did was very inappropriate. Jessica kind of says the same thing. Seems like you have a good relationship with your parents. Just talk to them. Tell them what happened. Hopefully they're going to take your side. They can take him to dinner or something instead if they choose to after knowing what he did. But yeah, I feel like she shouldn't even be in the picture at all when he comes to town, and definitely not hosting him at her apartment.
Chase texts in and says, does he have money?
Stop.
Listen, this is not.
Stop.
Okay, so I'm a dad of 3 daughters, 2 18-year-olds and an 11-year-old. And if one of my daughters came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, it is really weird because I hate to throw him under the bus like this because nothing like this has ever happened, but say Mike, one of my best friends, he, things got really awkward. He, got a little drunk and
seemed like he was hitting on me.
He was hitting on me, and it was really awkward. I would want to know, because I would have no issue with going straight to him, even if we've been best friends for so many years, and setting him straight.
Listen, you have texted him many things that we have discussed on this show. Are you going to text him today? Just say, listen, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but don't you ever. Don't
you ever. Listen, I threw you under the bus again. I wasn't talking about me sending you pictures of my bathroom.
He's going to be like, dude.
But I just want you to know, if you ever.
What was the last one you sent him? Listen, if this ever got stuck where the sun don't shine, would you help me get it out? Yeah. Take me to the doctor?
Listen, he's a doctor, so I ask him questions. It's all good to have.
Also, didn't you ask him if you would borrow, if you could borrow his underwear? I think you asked him that question too.
I have asked him many, many things over the course of our friendship. So yeah, I think yes, definitely drama box. Open it up for yourself and make sure that your parents know what happened.
When you put it in the context of how long this guy has known her from birth, makes it way more not okay. So yeah, we say something.
All right. Well, let us know how it goes, and definitely follow up with us after he comes back into town, and let us know what happened. So I hope everything works out. All right. That is Group Therapy.